Noah was an upright and just man, whom God specifically chose to establish an ark and rescue his family and various animals from the tremendously destructive flood that overtook the earth. Noah obediently complied with the divine command when the world was infused with wickedness, and he, therefore, acted as a symbol of God's covenant, embodying a promise that would remain unbroken for eternity, never again contemplating the annihilation of the entire earth by means of a flood.
They filled the earth with wickedness, selfishness, and cruelty. The beauty of creation was fading, and the heart of God was filled with sorrow. But there is one man who walks with me, Noah. Noah was different. While others mocked and lived in sin, Noah lived in faith and obedience. He loved God with all his heart. One day, God spoke to Noah with a mission that would test his courage and faith. Build an ark, Noah. A great flood will cover the earth. Take your family and 2 of every kind of creature, male and female, so that life may begin again. Noah obeyed without hesitation, even though people laughed at him, even though no rain had ever fallen from the sky. Noah kept building. Hammer by hammer, plank by plank, his faith became stronger than the doubts around him. Noah, people call you a fool. Why continue? Because I trust in what God has spoken. Even if the world doubts me, I will never doubt him. Days turned into years. The ark stood tall and strong, a symbol of faith against a sea of mockery. Then the skies darkened. Thunder rolled. And for the first time in history, rain began to fall. The earth trembled, rivers overflowed. Mountains disappeared beneath the waters. But inside the ark, Noah and his family were safe, protected by God's promise. For 40 days and 40 nights, the rain poured without end. But Noah never lost hope. He knew that when the storm was over, a new beginning would rise. Then, one morning, the rain stopped. The sun broke through the clouds. Noah opened a window and released a dove. It flew away and returned with an olive leaf, a sign that the world was healing again. Never again will I destroy the earth by flood. I set my rainbow in the sky as a sign of my covenant with you and all living things. As Noah stepped onto dry land, he fell to his knees and thanked God for his mercy. He had lost everything, yet gained the greatest gift, a new beginning. Sometimes we face floods in life, storms of pain, doubt, and fear. But like Noah, if we trust in God, He will carry us safely through every storm. When others laugh at your faith, keep building your ark, your trust, your hope, your love. Because one day, the rain will stop.
Hello everyone, and welcome back to our channel. Today, we re-diving into one of the most fascinating and thought-provoking stories ever told. The Tower of Babel. It's more than just a tale about a tall building. It's a profound story about human ambition, unity, and the origins of our diverse world. Imagine a time long ago in the land of Shinar, which we now know as ancient Mesopotamia. All of humanity was united. They spoke a single language and shared a common culture. After the Great Flood, they migrated eastward and settled in a vast plain. Here, a powerful idea took root. One man, let's call him Nimrod, a mighty and ambitious leader, stood before the people. "Look at us," he might have said. "We are strong, we are one. Let us build a city for ourselves, with a tower that reaches to the heavens, so that we may make a name for ourselves and not be scattered over the face of the whole earth. This wasn't just about building a skyscraper. It was a statement, a declaration of human power and self-sufficiency. A young, determined worker, full of energy, would have rallied the others. Ties writes, "With our own hands, we can forge our own destiny. We'll use baked bricks for stone and bitumen for mortar. Our creation will stand for all time." The project began with incredible enthusiasm. Thousands of people worked together in perfect harmony. "Pass the bricks," one would shout, and they were passed. "More mortar here," and it was brought. The tower grew higher and higher, a symbol of their collective strength, a testament to what a united humanity could achieve. It seemed nothing could stop them, but their ambition was seen as a challenge. The story tells us that God saw their project not as a monument to unity, but as a monument to human pride. They were trying to reach the heavens on their own terms, to make a name for themselves, forgetting their place in the grander scheme of things. So, a divine intervention occurred. Suddenly, a worker would turn to his friend and ask for a tool, but the words that came out were gibberish to the other. A French-speaking man would try to communicate with a German-speaking foreman, their gestures becoming more and more frantic. A Filipino worker would look utterly bewildered as he tried to understand his Hispanic colleague. Confusion erupted, frustration mounted. The perfect symphony of cooperation turned into a chaotic mess. The project ground to a halt. How could they build when they couldn't understand each other? The very unity that had been their greatest strength was now gone. Disheartened and divided, the people abandoned the half-finished tower and scattered across the globe, forming new tribes and nations, each with its own language and culture. And the city was named Babel, from the Hebrew word balal, which means to confuse. This ancient story offers a powerful explanation for the rich tapestry of languages and cultures we see in the world today. It's a timeless reminder about the balance between ambition and humility, and the consequences of forgetting our shared humanity. What do you think of this story? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and if you enjoyed this journey into the past, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more stories that have shaped our world. See you next time.